Hey guys,
Hey,
what's going on?
Sorry,
Oh,
folks.
I forgot the clap doesn't work on this. I got the clap, bro. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's the Smash Bros. Episode 13. Guys, we're chugging along here, man. We're getting it going. We're up over 50 YouTube subs and Twitch follows all together. So we are making progress, my friend. I don't have a train sound.
Thanks.
But hey, yeah, let's hear it for the 50 follows and subs out there. We're making progress, guys. Tell your friends, tell your buddies.
There.
If you guys live here in Hawaii where we are, then you can. I don't know why I did that. You can get stickers from us. Ask us for stickers. We can give you stickers.
If you catch us in the
Slap
wild,
'em. Slap them
Slaps.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Slap them on someone's forehead.
or butts. They work good on butts.
What's up, Adam? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see everybody out there. Glad you could be joining us today. What? Where'd you go, music? That was weird. I just switched it spots and it said nope.
Just like, nah, we don't do that. Now, what we ain't gonna do.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Maybe the computer's just warning us ahead of time. Before
Yeah,
we go off the rails.
So if you guys didn't watch the podcast last week, we went way off the rails multiple times. I'm gonna blame Brent on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna blame Crown.
Crown?
For whom we have just some OG Crown today.
Yeah.
We're not going through this whole bottle.
Oh, that's an OG crown. That's not the Apple crown?
No.
Oof. We're gonna be feeling that one today.
Yeah. We're still sponsored by Ken.
Well, we got the
this.
Lord Stanley crown cup over there. A crown bottle.
But this one we're gonna slow us up a little bit more. We need
we're gonna pace ourselves.
Yeah.
But that was almost a 6-hour stream, I think, last week.
Yeah, the computer told us no at a certain point.
Yeah, my computer just like, and what happened is something happened. My power supply back up, and I guess I plugged the lights into different outlets today just to be safe, so I'm like not overloading anything. But I mean, yeah, I think the computer was just like, nah, you guys are done, dude.
Yeah, fucking wrap it up.
We were about to wrap it up anyway at that point, so it was fine that it shut down because
we were about to wrap it up 2 hours before.
And then Brett would be like, hey, Chris, I got a question for you. And then it was another half-hour discussion. And I was like, I went back and I watched some of it, and I'm like, it was kind of incoherent, like rambling a lot of times, but it was still fun, man. We had a blast.
It was a fucking blast.
They left, right?
Yeah, they left today. This morning.
Man. Well, safe travels. Godspeed, Brent and Chantel. We appreciated having you guys on the show last week. You're probably on the plane right now, but when you watch the replay, just know we had a good time. We appreciated you guys coming through. It was a lot of fun. And you guys should tune in every Thursday at 5:30 Hawaiian time. That'd be 8:30 Pacific.
What is that, Central?
They're
Central, right?
I think it's an hour ahead.
Oh, no, they're going to be
Missouri.
Missouri.
Like 9:30. Are they in Missouri?
Missouri.
So I think that it'll be 8:30 for them, 8:30 or 9:30 for them.
Yeah.
But,
wind down. Some
Yeah.
brewskis, some shenanigans.
But if you're out there watching, you got any suggestions or things you want to hear us talk about, feel free to put them in the chat there.
We're also, reach out to us on the socials. I am going to do my due diligence. Now that we're picking up steam, we want to release what we're going to be talking about at least earlier in the week.
That'd be good.
So that way, maybe Monday-ish, we'll put it out on the socials, what we're going to be talking about. That way you know, if you want to tune in, kind of what you can be expecting. We'll still cover some of the, news bites that are relevant to us, but
to tech into nerd culture. And
but now that
we're
we're starting to kind of hone, we're gonna Chris has done, the lion's share of the production work, so I need to step my side of the game. Clap. Give him the clap.
Thank you.
Give him the clap.
Thanks, guys. Oh, that's really loud.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. No, but it's a 2-person party here. Can't do it without you either, bud. So don't.
Did you just? Who is that? Is that Ekolu? 2-person party.
2-person party tonight.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Who doesn't like some Ikolu?
Dude, they're fucking dope.
Coming up to the weekend. Tomorrow's Aloha Friday.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, that'd be great, dude. If you, I think you have access to the Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see.
If you don't, I'll give it to you. And then
I think we got the FBI warning.
Yeah. Well, there'll be topics and stuff that might come out later in the week that we might.
Yeah, we could always add too, but I want to be better about kind of delivering a more concise product, because I love it when things get off the rails, but we have to have rails in play. Bumpers.
Bumpers.
Yeah.
That's a good way of putting it. So you can kind of blink, blink.
Because last week was supposed to be a hockey episode. Like, I don't know if it read as that, but
I was frantic last week too, man. I was like, I woke up from a nap at 4:30, just like, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to set up another mic and all this stuff, which is fine. I was just like in panic mode a little bit, but it worked out fine. Everything came out okay.
Yeah, it was fun. One of the more fun episodes. I think we that way too. If we arrange kind of what we're gonna talk about, then we'll have more time to get in or plug in guests, stuff like that too. So that'd be we're definitely gonna have more guests. Yeah.
I've got a couple people that I've been talking to that I want to bring them on. Microphones, I think, would be a fun one, especially if we could plug in his acoustic and he can do a little jam session in here with us, or even be kind of like a you know how like late night shows have the bands, like he could be like that kind of like play just a little.
I told him I wanted him to be our sound monkey. He was like, play the song I like. No. He's super talented, so
it'd be easy to hook him up if he just has a guitar. So it can be done. We have the power. So that'll be fun. So we'll let you know. Follow us on Instagram at @the_smashed_bros. It's right there on the bottom left part of your screen. And Chase said we'll update the Insta.
Yeah, we got
what's coming up.
Known topics coming up are superhero/villains coming up towards the end of the month. We got an anime episode in the brain/works.
Yep.
And which will have people,
Are you referring to the tournament when you say the villains stuff, or the?
No, but we could do it.
We're definitely planning another tournament. I think we just got to nail down the specifics, but I think the tournament is definitely another tournament is due. That was a fun episode.
Yeah, I think that's something that we should keep touching on. It got a lot of good reviews and stuff. But anime will have, I think, Holden. That'd be super dope to bring him in on that. And
I just talked to him the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Did he talk to you too?
No.
Yeah, he just texted me a couple days ago. Actually, I was in the line at Costco for the gas, and he's He was like, he was debating between, Kane the not Kane.
Oh, for his cost. He's
he wants to do villains, but he was between, who's it?
Our boy
the Spider-Man villain.
Oh, Shocker.
The claw guy.
Yeah.
Shocker. Not Shocker.
Prowler.
Miles Morales. Prowler.
Wait, the Shocker? The Shocker really is a Spider-Man villain.
Okay. I was just making sure. And then, Kane the Conqueror. Kane the Conqueror? Am I saying that right? Kang.
Kang.
Oh, man. Brain's not on yet. So he was between the two. And I was like, I think the Prowler suits you a little bit more. But either would be pretty dope.
Do you remember that Dane Cook? So it wasn't the Shocker. He had like a hand symbol on there. That was like.
It wasn't the Shocker?
No. I don't know what the fuck it was. Oh.
Two in the pink, one in the sink?
I digress. It was weird. It was like. I couldn't do it. I was like, Edison? I don't know.
It's fucking weird. Not coordinated at all.
Throwing up ASL gang signs. Bald-headed bitch.
As for today's stuff, I found some of these kind of things last minute. There's a new Ashoka trailer, and I think we should definitely watch that because it's fucking.
Bro,
I watched the first 30 seconds, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm waiting for Chase to get here before we watch this." It's fucking. It looks fucking. Awesome.
What's her name though? Say it.
Ashoka.
Are you? Is it supposed to be like that?
Yeah. What?
It's not like Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Ahsoka.
Do you put the H in the other place?
Oh shit! Maybe Ahsoka.
I think so. But I think I say it.
Ashoka?
I think it. I don't know. Isn't there that? There's like that culinary dish.
I think it is Ahsoka. Yeah,
Isn't
Ahsoka.
It the tomato base?
Yes, Ahsoka Tana.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
There's a new Wonka trailer. Jake Paul's in trouble with the government for his Prime drink. I know you're a fan of Prime.
I'm not. Yeah,
you've been drinking them though.
Wait,
I see you drinking them.
Okay, because I thought it was like my Boston tea revolution all by myself because I knew it's hard to get in the UK. So I bought a bunch at Target because I saw a whole end cap. So I figured like, yeah, fuck them. Look what I got. They're gross. They're pretty gross. They taste like, do you remember the sports drinks?
Well, compared to like Monster or Red Bull or whatever, like
they're in the same,
like
they
never taste
generic,
great. You know what I mean? It's you're probably getting it to get like a power, like a fucking crack boost.
Yeah, no, but they taste bad.
I just avoid them because
they're not good for you.
Not trying to get a heart attack. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was like, haha, fuck the UK, take it. And then jokes on me because now I had like, probably like 8 cans of that total. Because there's like 4 different flavors. So
well, we can get into that.
And one of them fucking busted in my my shopping bag.
Exploded?
Yeah, because the cans are super thin, and so like I don't. At some point between Target and home, it busted. And I was like, fucking pissed. I had to like wash everything out because, dude, that shit is just sugar.
Oh yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, it'll fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
You gotta like pretty much soak your bag.
Yeah, I'd Clorox bleach fucking everything.
Yeah. So Senator Chuck Schumer is going after Logan Paul's and KSI, right? Their company for their Prime drink because they're it has I guess 200 milligrams of caffeine in it, and they're saying that they're marketing it to children, even though the can does say meant for people over 18. But I'm like, that disclaimer on drinks that minors can purchase, it's like you can't. I find that pointless, you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like, kids are gonna get a hold of it anyway, even if you're like, you know what I mean? Kids can drink coffee. They can go into Starbucks and fucking order whatever the fuck they want. What the fuck? Shut up.
It's true.
This is a fucking moot point. Focus on something that fucking matters.
You get a double espresso or some shit.
I think a shot of espresso is 75 milligrams each.
Yeah.
So typically kids aren't really that into coffee, so they're not gonna fucking drink that shit anyway. Like the frappuccinos and stuff don't even like. It's not even equivalent to a shot.
Right.
People think it's coffee, but it's not. It's sugar. But fuck, shut up. Fucking cut off more of my student loans. Don't take money doing this shit. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, I'm kind of. I mean, I'm also for anything against Logan Paul because fuck that guy. He with his stupid dink doink coin and his fucking and that crypto zoo shit he did where he fucked a lot of people over. And this guy's bragging about how much money he's making on this fucking drink, and he's not paying any of these fucking people back that he just like straight up rug pulled. If you want to find out more about
Bitcoin
that
stuff, or not
crypto
Bitcoin,
coin,
but yeah.
So if you want to find out more about the crypto coin scam that he ran, I'd recommend a YouTuber called CoffeeZilla. He puts out some good stuff.
He tore him apart.
Yeah,
dude. He did.
It's well deserved
in
too.
depth. Yeah, and he actually gave him the opportunity to like talk about it too.
Yeah,
and then Logan Paul tried to kind of like fire back.
Yeah. He's never good at that.
Yeah, he's like, dude, stop. Remember when he was on Vine? Remember when he was just fun on Vine? I supported him on Vine. I liked his content to an extent.
Yeah, as long as it's not that stupid prank shit. But it was all like fake setup shit.
Yeah.
But kids love that stuff. They eat it up, man. But the crypto zoo shit was serious. You're talking about millions of dollars people lost. So until he pays that shit back and apologizes and does the right thing, I'm gonna say fuck Logan Paul. Fuck Jake Paul too, but fuck Logan Paul. Because if he's bragging about how much fucking money he's making on this, literally just like take not even 10% of that and fucking pay back.
Yeah.
Pay back the people you fucking screwed over. But no, he's not gonna do that because that's the cool thing to do now with all these.
Where does the line on that end though? Because say a celebrity endorses something.
Yeah.
Someone who's particularly good at is what the fuck we always talk about him, Philip DeFranco. If he supported shit or was backed by some stuff, he does his due diligence before he gets back by it.
Right.
But there's been some things where he was like, "Hey, I cut my ties. I found out they were shady. Sorry."
That was
the
the BetterHelp thing. I think was one of the controversial
it was like the
ones.
mental health thing.
And then there was another one too. But I mean, I if you're promoting it, but this kind of stuff is
just getting paid though.
Like, and people said the BetterHelp thing actually did help them. So it's like, kind of what do you get out of it?
Any cryptocurrency, like if these, I mean, to be honest, if you're getting into cryptocurrency, you're looking to make a buck, right? So it's an investment. He didn't promise anyone that they were going to make money.
No one's ever promised to make money in these things, right?
That's what I'm saying. So like if you lost money, if I lost money in a fucking slot machine in Vegas, I'm not going to be mad at Family Feud because their fucking name was on the marquee, right? Like, I'm not saying he's a saint by any means because I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But like, it was a product he endorsed that ended up being shitty.
Well, it was his product. It wasn't that he just endorsed it. It was
he like put money into it.
Like he made
right?
money off of it.
Well, I mean, they all do. Even the My Pillow guy fucking makes money.
Fucking rug pulls though. That's the thing is like they pump this coin, and part of me is with you because if you're dumb enough to invest in this shit,
this guy particularly,
especially this guy and his brother, like you're kind of dumb.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you are. You're dumb. And like I invest
Our
my money.
Just
I have
went
money.
down to 30.
Yeah, I know. I invest my money in the stock market and stuff like that, but you know, you got to take calculated risk and you got to trust the company to a certain extent when you're investing in them, right? Like this guy, I wouldn't trust him more than I could fucking throw him.
Yeah.
You know, he's proven it in the past with past shit he's done. So I would say fuck this guy.
Yeah, I don't think he has a high caliber of character.
Yeah.
So that would already, I'm out. Second, I'm not educated in the crypto space.
Well, and the FTX shit, where there was a lot of endorsements
Yeah.
from celebrities, Kevin O'Leary,
fucking Tom Brady, that piece of shit, not better than milk and cereal ass.
Yeah, so it's like, I would say anything away from anything like crypto coin and NFT related anyway that's not established. Like if you're going to invest in maybe like Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, those are proven coins, right? Granted, it's highly volatile and highly risky still, but at least you know that it has value. This shit, I can't tell you how many pump and dump schemes like people like this have run where they just
you're a pump and dump scheme.
Put in all your money in this, and then it boosts up. They all fucking pull their shit out, and then the coin goes to nothing.
Yeah,
you know, and it's happened many times. And
I still don't. To be honest, I still don't understand Bitcoin as a whole because there's no tangible item at the other end. So that I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like at least money in the end results to like a resource that, you know, like the at least for a long time with the US, the gold was the standard.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it would translate into gold at some fraction, right?
Yeah.
Bitcoin is numbers. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah. It's code. It's computer code, you know, and basically you're paying for computer code, like high advanced computer code.
But like what?
And it has value. I mean, I don't know how much Bitcoin is worth today. It was up to 40,000 over 40,000 at one point.
Because there's some people that have rigs still, right? That are still mining for it.
Yeah, but it's not as efficient. So it's at 31.4 today, which is not bad. It was
one Bitcoin is worth $31,000.
Yeah. And to think about 8 years ago, I was ready to get in for like 2 or 3 at about $1,200. And I was like, I don't know, man. This shit's kind of like weird and different and new.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have regretted it today. But, yeah. You just, you know, with anything investment-wise, you just got to do your due diligence. You got to look at what you're investing in. Is there reliable historical information about it? Can you know, does it have a solid foundation and people who run it? So, I mean, and even the best companies can still go to shit.
Yeah, and
you know
just
what I mean?
because someone is, they got that riz. I know that word. It means charisma. But seriously, if someone's charismatic as a seller, look at fucking Elon Musk, dude. People fall into the ends of the earth, and he's running fucking Twitter into the fucking ground.
It's not good, dude. I went on Twitter yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna just fucking delete Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm like, done.
Why did you get blocked? Like,
no, I didn't get blocked. I didn't get stopped. But it's just such like a toxic environment now. Like, I don't know. Like, I see the comments being left, and everything Elon comments on, it has to do like the other day he was talking about. I think yesterday he was talking about Andrew Tate, and he was like, because I guess Tucker Carlson did an interview with Andrew Tate, and of course Tucker's like, you decide whether this guy's good or not. He's like, no, I really know he's a fucking piece of garbage.
Piece of shit. Yeah.
But then Elon like left his comments on the video saying like, oh, interesting. And everybody's like, what the fuck, dude?
What is that? Yeah, you could have just shut the fuck up.
He thinks he's like a meme lord and he's like ahead of the curve, but
That's
I think
what I'm saying.
He looks like a fucking tool. He really does. Flurry 10, hello. What are you guys doing? Yeah, we're just chilling, hanging out. Good to have you in the chat. Welcome. This is the Smash Bros. We talk about pop culture, tech, nerd, news stuff going on in the world, and we just kind of chatted up.
We're shooting the shit today. We're loosey-goosey, but, we'll see where it goes.
I'm going to give Twitter like 2 years tops.
I gave Twitter... We had to sign up during my my senior year of college.
Had to? Why?
Because they wanted us to market ourselves so much, right? So they're like, get in on this. This is like, what, 2000... Somewhere between 2010 2012, right?
Yeah.
So it's still pretty new. They're like, you got to do it. You got to have a Twitter handle so that when people are looking for you, they know where to find you, et cetera, et cetera. Ugh.
Yeah.
To look back, to have proof that you sounded like a fucking idiot is like, ugh, I don't need more platforms to do that. Like, the shit that I put, like, did not age well. I remember the show Guy Code? That shit was popular at the time, and I came out here to visit my now wife, but girlfriend at the time. I was on the same flight. When you get into a plane, you walk past first class.
Yeah.
The comedian Donnell Rawlings was there, and I tweeted,
"Oh, that's awesome."
Oh man, like I got like what did I say? I said like man crush or celebrity crush, something like that, or something stupid. I want to play with Donnell Rawlings, and he tweeted back, real men don't say that shit. And I was like, fuck.
I feel like that on Reddit sometimes when I'll make like posts occasionally, and then people will like start calling you an idiot and being like, and you're just like, why did I even fucking do this?
Yeah.
Why did I even think about posting something? Like, I'm not an edgelord, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to post funny shit or like interesting shit.
And that's the thing. That's why I repost the shit that I find that this is not always 100%. Sometimes it's just funny, and then so I just fucking throw it back out there because I don't do anything deeply political, and you know what I mean. Like unless I'm like really about it. But yeah, because you just get the internet will always win.
Especially when I'm drinking, I'm like I stay away from Facebook and I stay away from fucking Twitter and I stay away from Reddit because I'm just like.
I just wish that like Twitter and Facebook as entities would just fly into Florida, and then I could just press the button.
It'll all be underwater here pretty soon.
Yeah, well, us two on the other side.
I know. We got to be careful out
here.
Dude,
my kid told me that. I haven't fact checked it, but he watches enough Discovery Channel that it's probably true. The Pacific Ocean is 5 times bigger than the moon.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, think about that.
Well, I can believe that.
We're one island.
It's the largest ocean on the planet.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. That idea is petrifying. Get high and think about that. Oh, dude. Intense.
It's going to be fucking Waterworld, dude. We're just going to be fucking living on boats and shit.
Boats and hoes?
I'm going to have to wait for
boats.
What's his name to save me?
Kevin
Costner, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Come and save me.
No, I'm waiting for Jason Momoa.
Aquaman.
Oh, dude, he's hosting the new Shark Week.
Is he really?
Yeah. It's such a stupid cash grab, but I was like, well, I mean, if I was ever going to turn into one, it'd be this one.
I do like Shark Week.
It's so dumb. But
a lot of it is dumb.
I love it because the music is what fucking kills me every time. And they'll be like, nothing can cure the insatiable hunger of a hammerhead shark.
Yeah, and it's like,
and then the very next scene, they're like, they're so misunderstood.
You're
like, because you fucking said that they're murderous animals. Like,
are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Fucking crazy. You motherfucker, you.
I do say I did have less fear of sharks after watching Shark Week last year. I was like, they can be docile animals, if you just if you know how to handle them and be around them, and be, calm.
I think if I were to group all the information that I have and put it into like a succinct identity, they're underwater puppies. Right, and there's some fucking dogs that you shouldn't fuck with.
Yes,
right?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
There's the pit bulls, and then there's the the.
But some, you know what I mean? Like, just don't fuck with them. Then you can just appreciate them.
You might not want to fuck with that Rottweiler, or that pit bull, or that Doberman. But
I love Rottweilers, dude.
But swimming with a couple Chihuahuas, it might be kind of fun.
Yeah, you just. Yeah, don't like if you walked into a
Chihuahuas
Rottweiler's house,
though. So
they fucking are, and Pomeranians too.
Yeah,
they're the same dog.
I'm gonna go with like corgis or something.
Anything that shakes.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That's a good point. If the dog shakes,
no,
stay away.
Just don't do it because they will bite you.
Chihuahuas are mean. They can be really mean. My aunt had a really mean Chihuahua.
I fucking hate that people think it's cute.
I know, because they're so little.
Like, if a big dog barks at someone will probably shit themselves. Yeah. But when a fucking Pomeranian does it, the owners are always like, he's just upset. And you're like, he will get punted. I fucking promise you.
Like most large dogs are fucking chill as shit.
They're so chill.
And Labradors are just like, hey buddy, hey, I'm your friend now. Hi.
What's the fuck?
Let's play.
From Up?
Yeah.
Are you my master?
The labs are great.
Yeah.
I would never own one because they take way too much effort to like.
Well, because any of the dogs that are like really trainable or smart, they become destructive if you don't give them enough attention.
Yeah.
Because they got to direct that energy somewhere.
Yeah.
Same thing with
to.
girlfriends, actually, too.
You got to keep them in the fucking yard and just toss that. Like, you can throw that ball all day.
Yeah.
The dog won't stop.
But yeah, they got to get that energy out before they can like fucking chill.
Yeah.
That's my son was the same way because he couldn't focus when he got into school. Mm-hmm. So before school every day we would fucking just play with a ball outside. Yeah. So that like he like got some of that energy worked out so he could like focus.
That's smart, Ashley. Especially if you're feeding him Cookie Crisp before he goes to school.
I fucking didn't. But I swear to God, now we're starting the science experiment.
That's a little inside joke. If you guys watch the past episodes, you get it. But tune in every Tuesday or every Thursday to see what
watch the VODs that Chris edits. That's our our tournament, our duos tournament list.
We got them all up on YouTube. All our replays are up on YouTube, except for last week's episode because it was 6 hours, and I was just like, I'm not touching that this week. But I'll get something.
And it was like, it was.
I'm not gonna edit it very much because I'm not gonna go through all that footage. I'm just gonna
worth the price of admission though.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, but too much. The 3-hour episodes I can handle. The 6-hour ones, I'm probably just gonna leave it as is. Chop it up on the beginning and the end.
A little bit off the top.
Yeah, a little bit off the top.
Yeah. But fuck Logan.
Yeah, fuck Logan Paul. Yeah. Moving on. In the news, which one? This?
No. Oh yeah, that. No, you fuck. Yes. Wolverine in the fucking blue and yellow.
Their pictures out in the wild officially.
You know what though? I was talking to my buddy Tony, and I was like, dude, this could be some shit where they've done this before, where they hyped up scenes or images where they're like, oh, this could lead to this, and then they don't even use it. So it's for the fucking dorks that are gonna read into it too much, and it'll throw you off the edge because but god damn, does he look cool.
Was there more pictures on here? Wait.
No, there's pictures of them comparing him to the some of the iterations of the blue and yellow. Because some people don't like the long sleeves.
I feel like there were other pictures in the wild. Hold on. Because that was the main one. Obviously, were you a fan of the yellow and blue? I was kind of more of a fan of the yellow and brown. That's kind of what I...
Okay, so that's OG. You get love for that. And I loved when they brought it up in the, what was it, Wolverine, the Wolverine movie. Mm-hmm. Remember when they were like flying? And that was the last scene as he opened that shit up. That was cool.
Yeah.
But blue and yellow is what I fucking grew up on. That's like that Saturday morning cartoon. That's... You know, that teenage angst, that preteen angst was like, fuck you, bub.
Yeah.
And I was hella short at the time.
Let's go, bub.
And I was husky. So I was like, hell yeah, dude. I'm like one Canadian flag away from being Wolverine.
And in Marvel vs. Capcom, I believe he rocks the brown and yellow. He might be able to get the brown.
You can get both.
You can get both, right?
And all of those ones, there's like at least 4 to 5 color variations. But because then... I would think maybe as an adult. So Weapon X is still my favorite. Oh, you know, he's like fucking almost butt naked and has all the wires and shit and the little helmet thing. That's my favorite, followed by maybe X-Force, the black and, you know, that Raider colors. You know what I'm saying? That shit hits. But blue and yellow right after that.
I do like the blue and yellow.
But
I mean, obviously, if you watch
the big wings, the little ones, the ones in his first appearance, no, he looks like Cat. I don't like it.
But I don't know if he's going to be rocking a mask. Which, like,
why? Because why would you?
He never does,
face,
though. He never does. Yeah, I think
Jackman,
that's on purpose,
bro. Yeah,
you know. But I mean, look at Deadpool.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
If Reynolds
everybody knows it's Ryan
Reynolds
under there.
And why would you do that? Why would you cover up the money? You know what I mean? Because Ryan Reynolds is... I think there was a stat. My sister-in-law showed it to me. That was like, Ryan Reynolds is straight men's most, like, documented gay fantasy. Like, if straight men go gay for Ryan Reynolds, he's top of the list. And I'm like...
Boofa Gazoo! What up?
I'm one of those dorks.
What up, Sarge? How you doing? Glad you guys made it safe. I'm assuming you guys are landed in
L.A. They're in L.A.
They're in
You see that? They're in L.A. They're not even getting tacos in L.A.
BB Sora says you are one of those dorks and you know it.
Yes.
Damn, we got Brett on. We got Brett on Twitch and on fucking YouTube. Man, you're like what? You're dual screening it right now. What's going on?
I don't know.
I'm proud of you though.
You know why? He's one of those green bubbles. Androids, you could do that shit probably.
Yeah, that's true. Green bubbles for life.
Fucking weirdos.
So anyway, this picture was actually, I guess it was on set. And he's rocking the blue and yellow.
See, but what if they just fucking...
Which I think makes sense in the timeline though, right? Like at the point where the X-Men house is established and they have like the new mutants coming up, but obviously you have Colossus and stuff like that.
But all the timelines are fucked up now. Like who knows? I don't even try anymore unless it's like a blatant like, wait a minute. Then I'm like, okay, I'm along for the ride. I'm too old to fucking nitpick little shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What I would fucking love if they brought back Laura, aka X-23, if they got her in there and then there was like an X-Force thing going on with Warpath, because I think did he die in Days of Future Past? I think he died. The Native American dude with the fucking knives, the Bowie knives.
I don't know.
He's one of the only Native American characters in Marvel.
Of course they killed him off.
He was too skinny in that one anyway. He needs to be a beefcake.
Yeah.
What's his name? Thunderhawk from Street Fighter?
Oh,
or
yeah.
T-Hawk
or
so fucking cool.
There was Nightwolf in Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah.
Deadpool will premiere May 3rd, 2024. Now I'm going to be interested to see if that date changes because
actors going on strike too?
Screen Actors Guild
fucking A
said they're going on strike.
So
starting tonight at midnight.
Here's where I call a little bit of bullshit. Listen, hot take, right? But I literally had this take right before I came here because Christina Bebe Source in the chat told me about the actors striking in solidarity. However, I gotta call it at face value. They're definitely covering their own ass because they know they're not gonna work without the writers working. Yeah. So they're like, "Oh, we're doing it in solidarity." No, you're doing it so you could work. You fucking, you cock hungry fuckers. Don't shit on my plate and tell me that it's cuisine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like. Because if you were really about that action, you would have done this way before. You would have done it at the start of the strike.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? If like the Screen Actors Guild was like, this is, like preposterous. Like, no, if you cared that much, you would have spoke up way sooner. But you guys were still getting paid.
Yeah.
So now that these movie dates are moving back, now that Comic-Con's going to be empty.
Yeah.
Which
there's going to be nobody on the red carpet premieres for these movies.
Fucked, dude. That is so fucked. Like, imagine going to like Comic-Con, you booked your tickets, and now you find out no one is going to be there.
Yeah.
I want a refund immediately.
Yeah.
Because that's why you fucking go. Like, I could buy merch kind of anytime, really.
Right.
Like, the internet's the internet. If I want it, I can get it. But you want to go because you want to be there for that big grand premiere. Yeah. Or, because the shit that you literally can't show. And then the panels. Like you want to fucking do the meet and greets. You want to get signings. You want to do all that shit. But fuck that.
Hawaii has their Comic-Con coming up in August, too. So we'll see if that affects anything there. I'm guessing, like, anime, like, a lot of anime people and stuff like that probably will still show up.
Yeah, because a lot of them are voice actors more so than actual. Not actual. I don't mean to do that, but like screen actors.
Right. And then obviously a lot of that stuff's out of Japan too, right? So
yeah.
And
they're much more like not small budget, but smaller scale.
Yeah.
So I think that revenue plays a lot into their pockets as much as it does the excitement of the people going.
Absolutely.
So I think they're more invested in making sure that they show up too. Than
it's a different arena almost, right? But like something like San Diego Comic-Con, it's gonna get wrecked. Like,
and then I think that takes down the prestige of the event too.
Totally,
you know what I mean? Like,
fuck, if you didn't have like the whole cast of, if you're a big Star Wars person or Lord of the Rings or fucking Harry Potter and none of those guys like show up, like, fuck that. It's gonna be fucking crazy. You're gonna be like, nah, there's no point in fucking going.
Luckily they brought it up now, because you imagine like the day of. Yeah, dude, we went. Blackstreet was supposed to come out here with Casey and JoJo and Shy.
Oh yeah.
They told us when we got in the arena, Teddy Riley wasn't gonna be there. I was like, that is Black. I don't know the other two guys. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, they were still good. They performed great. But I was like, fuck you. Give me Teddy. Like, that's why I came here.
It's kind of like TLC without Left Eye,
Nah, she was the worst part.
But she was an important part, though. She had all the, like, rap game lyrics and stuff like that.
And they weren't good, though.
Yeah. I don't know. She's still, it's like...
I get it. She was necessary.
There's only 3 of them, so,
I know. That's what I'm saying. There was really only 2 were necessary. Maybe it was an inside gig.
I don't know. I watched a thing on Left Eye, and it actually made me feel bad for her. She was kind of like, I'm going to go do my own thing, But I think that's just like...
And that one thing was burning down Andre Rison's house.
That was crazy.
That was cool as fuck. Honestly... I don't support what's that fucking what's that one
you say
song?
That was cool as fuck? Like,
that is cool as fuck, bro. You're crazy. What's that
burn this motherfucker down, Pookie?
Country song, the I'll stick my fucking thing in his 4-wheel drive, carve my name into his
yeah.
Fuck that song. You want to be a real
truck,
one?
Yeah.
Burn his fucking house down with his shoes in the bathtub. That's crazy. Let's level up. That's Super Saiyan levels of crazy, and I salute that personally. I mean, don't get any ideas, but she knows how to get to me.
I don't know if you're getting out of that house, bro.
Oh no, she's crazy. That's when I knew I want to marry her. Right?
Yeah.
We were at the mall, and we were going up an escalator, and I was one step behind her, and I slapped her ass, and she turned around and slapped me, right? And I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna tell." She looked like she was this close. they'll never believe you. And I was like, oh, you psycho. I like it. Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Maybe
crazies.
not. Yeah. To the crazies.
Well,
okay.
I said
I
it
don't
here
condone
first.
burning people's houses down.
Unless it's Logan Paul.
Let's cheers to. Yeah.
And haven't we all gone through an arson phase?
Oh, I definitely wanted to set shit on fire.
I used to do that. Dude, my dad used to get so mad at me. I used to use the potpourri spray for the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then fucking
I'm definitely a pyro.
ants. Just woof. And then he like told me not to do it. And of course I didn't listen. And he's like, you know, I can fucking smell when you're doing it. Like, it smells like burnt ass.
Yeah.
Like when you're like, I fucking know what's going on. And when I take a shit, I don't have the fucking spray because you used all of it.
I remember when I was a kid, a friend of mine used to take his mom's hairspray and we used to fucking burn ants and shit. And man, she would get so pissed. She'd be like,
bro,
what the fuck happened to my hairspray? It'd be empty, you know? And I was like, I gotta go. Bye.
You know what I thought was the coolest thing ever? They did it in like a Mission Impossible. They would take a book of matches, which by the way, they don't really have books of matches anymore.
Yeah.
But they would open it up, take one out, and then they would put it upright, and then they would light one, and then light the upright match, and it was like a delayed signal. It was like there's like 20 seconds until it gets to the bottom of the box, so then it lights the whole thing on fire.
It's like a fuse.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. It's fucking cool. Shout out to dude. I want to watch the new Mission Impossible.
Really?
You want to do the research for?
I'm not up to. Dude, there's so many of them. They actually
Okay.
Fuck,
Peggy
what was I
Carter's
on
in there,
where they're
so,
literally?
yeah.
I think Paramount, where they literally have all the Mission Impossibles on demand.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I want to? Like, I never even watched the first one with Tom Cruise, to be honest.
It was good.
Was it?
There's there's always the first two.
Where he like falls
three.
down, right?
Yeah.
Or like right before he hits the glass.
The
like,
first 2 to 3 are like, okay, that's like, all right, like the stakes feel real.
Yeah.
And then it's just always like, it's him and his crew against the world, but then they still end up like the next episode, the next movie, it's them against the world, and they got framed for something, and there's nuclear war at stake, but that's what it's like Fast and Furious, dude. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Like just it's not
like Die Hard.
they're
like,
not great movies, but they're fun movies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And the special effects are dope. Plus Simon Pegg, I fucking love that guy. And
Everybody always tells me to watch John Wick 2, and I've never watched John Wick.
none of them?
No.
I saw the first one. The first one was heavy
Yeah.
because I mean, you know by now, and I'm not gonna feel bad,
That's
but
fine.
they kill his dog. That's what sets him on this whole fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah, they kill his dog. So you're like,
I mean, that would set me off.
yeah. Well, I mean, so the dog was a gift from his dead wife.
Oh.
It was like, here's something to take care of, so you don't like mourn me like that. You know what I mean? Like and then they fucking kill his dog. So he went fucking ape shit. But then after that, they're on 4 or 5 now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you're watching to see action. You don't necessarily need it to be a great movie. Like, it doesn't need to like made you think who done it.
I mean, I heard it
like
was
that.
good though. I mean, people love it. I know people like are always like, "Oh, you didn't see the new John Wick, bro?" And I'm like, no, I haven't even seen the first one.
The first one was really good. The second one was cool. I haven't watched the third one or the fourth one. The fourth one is supposedly the best one.
Really?
Yeah. Because the
I
fight
just feel
scenes,
like
the
some of these
choreography,
action movies
is
get
dope.
like recycled a little bit. You know, I don't know. I get kind of burned out. I love action movies, but at the same time, like it seems like every actor has to have their own fucking high action
like
action
series.
flick. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
But that's like, I don't know, man. We grew up on that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever shit on Jackie Chan when a Jackie Chan movie came out?
But Jackie
No.
Chan was fucking awesome. Like nobody does what Jackie Chan fucking
Are you
does.
saying Keanu Reeves isn't awesome?
He's great
You're
in-
amazing.
He's the great in Matrix. I mean, yeah, I hear good things about John Wick too. But.
And just him as a he is literally the antithesis of Logan
And
Paul.
then there's Jack Ryan.
He's a good fucking person. Like,
Oh
Keanu
yeah.
Reeves.
Oh no, I've seen
He's
like
the antithesis.
he's done
of
some
Logan
awesome
Paul.
shit. Like
Yeah.
I've seen him do like He like
Just
goes out of nowhere kind of shit. There was like a guy on Reddit. I remember reading his story, and he was like at a gas station, and his tire was busted or something on his motorcycle, and Keanu Reeves like pulled up right next to him because he knew that he rode in that area. And then I think Keanu Reeves like let him borrow his bike or some shit like that to get home. And then literally Keanu Reeves just like picked it up from his house or something like that. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. And he had a picture with him afterwards.
And he has no fucking coin to pedal on any. You know, you don't have fucking Matrix coin.
Yeah. And it was an expensive bike too. He was like, I was nervous as shit riding that shit.
Fucking A. Well, Keanu Reeves cool as fuck.
Guys,
but yeah, Jack Ryan, I don't like those ones. My dad used to read all those books, dude. Clear,
Jack
Present,
Ryan
Danger, all that shit.
Yeah, a lot of those were based off of those books too, though, right?
Tom Clancy, I think.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay, let's do it. But also, but the reason why we should see Mission Impossible is because Peggy Carter's in there.
Who's
Haley Atwell. Do it.
Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
But hey, what is wrong with me?
You are dyslexic.
Oh yeah, Captain America.
Captain Britain, sir.
Well, she's Captain Britain, right?
Or no, was she Agent Carter?
Agent Carter.
Captain Carter is her.
So she's in the new Mission Impossible.
I don't know what role she plays, but she's just the
love the pinup look, man. I'm all about it.
And I traditionally haven't been. However,
how could you not be, dude? I'm just saying, like, the red lipstick, the hair.
I think it's just that she was a badass. Her animated, like, the way that her voice lends to the animated thing, too, is like, she's just fucking dope. She'll beat the shit out of you with the shield. I'm a big fan of that.
Dude, yeah. I constantly get that one girl on Facebook popping up on my ads where she like cosplays as her, and it like shows her regular, and then it shows her in the cosplay.
Oh, I know.
And I don't know why that ad keeps popping up. I mean, she's pretty, but I don't know why it keeps popping up. And I'm like, I'm not gonna like, but it's a ad for a cosplay website, you know.
What, you like subscribe to it?
No, it just
website?
keeps.
But like how did the website, like, you haven't clicked on it?
I clicked on it once.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are they trying to sell you?
But
like, what is the
costumes?
Oh, so you buy the cosplay from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was just like cosplayers' website where they just showed their shit. Because that, I mean, honestly, shout out. Okay, that's a perfect segue into. I just watched a buddy that I went to college with. His name's Billy Lowe. He did segment. And it was, honestly, I got emotional watching it because he created a Mega Man Buster, like the arm piece.
Oh, that's cool.
Originally, he was like, I got 2 months, and he's documented the whole thing. And he cut it into like a 6-minute video.
But 3D printed it?
He 3D printed, he modeled it, 3D printed it, and he showed some of like, it took 4 years.
Damn.
In the end, because like, I mean, the pandemic was in the middle of it, and he shows him at the start, like, you know, he was talking on streaming. He was streaming at the time, and he was like, yeah, I'm about to start this. I got 2 months. Yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me. And then fast forward 4 years later. I mean, he cut in all the work video from there. Yeah. But I was like, holy shit, dude, you fucking did it. Like, I was emotional for him. Like, fuck yeah. Actually,
I got such a long time coming.
It was like 2 days ago that I watched it. I was like, good for you, dude. Because there's so many times.
You know him or you?
No, I went to school.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, he was in game design. But it mirrored the animation, like their curriculum. We took.
It was part of his like classes and shit like that.
We ended up being in similar.
I was wondering why like
classes.
the pandemic would have stopped him from doing it.
No. So the pandemic was already after. He's successful in his field already.
Okay,
but like he was doing this as like a side project, and so like the pandemic happened right when he was going to go to that con initially. So then it kind of got put on the back burner, et cetera, et cetera. And I personally struggle with, like, creatively, when something doesn't go my way, I don't keep pushing. I'm just like, fuck this. It's fucking dumb. Like,
it's easy to let it go by the wayside.
So it was cool to see him fucking trudge for 4 years, dude. And fuck, the final piece is dope. It has like, I don't know if it has sounds, but it has lights. And
does he have a video?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
It's Life of Billy Lowe is his
on
YouTube channel. Yeah.
I'm almost
Just,
like
yeah. Nope.
Horseheads Billy Lowe. What the?
Or
is
just
it LOW?
No, just LO.
LO.
Or yeah. Or just Billy Lowe, Mega Man. Yeah. Maybe I'm. There you go, making Mega Man.
This is a buddy of yours?
Yeah, and dude, I was like, how the fuck?
How do you
He's in
quantify
California.
your hard work? Is it the time you spent learning the tools? The sweat given honing your techniques? Or maybe it's the tears at the face of failure? In the end, when you're standing at the finish line, what is more
professionally
important?
edits videos too. That's why
Yeah,
I
it
like
looks good, yeah.
the production
Holy
quality is so
shit,
good.
that looks
Yeah,
Talking
see?
about cosplay,
See?
and more specifically, my next project, which is I will be cosplaying Mega Man at an upcoming event here in the Bay Area. And I only have 2 months to do it, so we'll see how that goes.
That was a
crazy.
powerful cut right there. Like that.
Yeah.
All these
Fucking
years
A.
later, and what have I earned from this journey? Well, a bandolier of new skills, and this, the Mega Buster,
Fucking
the
sick,
fruits
right?
of my labor.
That's
so what
dope.
started as a simple side project became an
But
obsession.
he cuts in some video
Something
of
that I
him
would call
modeling it.
the ideation
I think-
Ouroboros. It is a loop
she shows
that
right here.
feeds on learning, optimism, and dissatisfaction. Making a version of this thing with the knowledge and understanding that I had at the time, evaluating what went right and wrong, learning from it, and then immediately starting back over again. It's been some time, I guess. Wardrobe and everything else is just gonna bounce around for a little while because I'm shooting this over several days, and I'm doing this pretty much at the end of my day, every day. Just taking away. Through questioning and iterating, trying and failing, adapting every bit of information as quickly as it came in was like solving a maze backwards from the finish line.
And I can relate. So
I know the answer,
I
but
3D
what is the
print too, and when you print something and it fails, and you print
Oh
something
my
and it fails, and you
God.
print something and it fails, and you finally figure out why.
Yeah.
And then you can get it to what you want. You're like, oh fuck, like it's euphoric when you're
Yeah.
like, fuck yes. But then after you hit that high and then you hit another failure, that's where I don't rebound very well.
It's rough
It's
because
so fucking rough.
if
Especially
none
when
of
you just want
print
a
it
fucking
out
thing.
there, you gotta know this shit takes hours upon hours, and then you could be 15 hours into something and it just
It
goes to
fails
shit.
for whatever reason. And honestly, printing in Hawaii isn't the easiest. Like if you don't have AC, if you don't have a climate controlled room,
Yeah.
temperature fluctuates, the fucking moisture in the atmosphere just it fucks your shit up. Like, and you don't know all these things until you like. Again, he was talking about the iteration of like failure and stuff.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, okay. Well, then I need this. Okay. Oh, well, what if I do this? Or if I orient like this? At a part in here, you hear him like when he sees one of the prints. There's something called stringing, and so like you have the model, but you could see like almost like spider webbing is another thing that's called like these cobwebs of things, which is makes for an imperfect print. But if you don't have a lot of it, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But it can fuck your whole shit up. Like
I can relate with something like I used to do like glass blowing, and I used to be kind of artsy
that
and
shit's so fucking
glass
cool.
blowing and ceramics, like wheel throwing and stuff. And ceramics I was pretty good at, but glass blowing, fuck, that was like one of those things where you could be spending like an hour
You
or
did it
2
with
hours on a piece.
the metal pipe, like the fucking.
the punty.
Did you we actually watched a show on Netflix called Blown Up or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's a competition. It's a glass blowing competition, bro.
If you
Fucking cool. I don't know how you do it in those fucking hot ass kiln rooms, dude.
it's hard. Like you feel the heat in your balls.
Yeah.
Like no joke. Like
I don't need any help
You gotta
doing
wear
that.
like a heat shield.
Yeah.
But like I'll tell you, like I worked on a piece for like 2 hours, and then you just the heat, if one part's too cool and one part gets too hot too quick,
shatters immediately.
it shatters or it crumples. And the crumple is the worst feeling in the world when you like see your big ball of glass, right? And you're working it through the kiln, and then you pull it out, and all of a sudden it just goes
like Magneto,
like
fuck
yeah,
your shit.
and you just like, I can't fucking do this.
Yeah.
Like it's that turns into a heated weapon pretty quick.
Dude. And that's the thing with like fucking 3D filament. There's been times where, you know, I stayed up for like 13 out of the 15 hours, and then I fucking fell asleep, and then I woke up and it failed because like I ran out of filament, or like, you know what I mean? And you're just like, fuck, you know what I mean?
I can kind of relate.
Yeah,
but it is like very
Blown Away. That's what it's called. Oh, dude, it's I can't recommend that show enough.
Okay,
very fucking cool.
Question: this led to long nights and stepping on other projects to move forward.
I also envy his workspace. Imagine having a workspace like that.
I want one so bad. I just want a garage where I can have like where I can do woodwork.
You know, they
and
had
shit
one.
like that.
They
It'd
had
be
a
so
maker
fucking
space
awesome.
in Honolulu.
Really?
Yeah, but they shut down like during the pandemic. Fucking crushed me. I never got to use
Look
it.
at that.
Watch.
The middle section's done. A bunch of stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll get to that later.
For every new tool and technique came with its own ecosystem of possibilities.
So he
pushing the
actually taught me
finish line
something in
back
this process
every
too.
time.
So I had a very big kind of misunderstanding of how filler and sanding is used. And he goes, do you see when you model in a 3D space, you're using polygons, and you can tell that when you create a round object, it's flat faces that build it up.
Right.
So to make it smoother and smoother, you include more faces. But when you do that in 3D printing, you're
like the chance of error is probably higher.
Way higher.
Right.
So you print it in as low. Oh shit! I didn't realize he does mold making too. See that pressure vacuum?
This?
Yeah, that's to get the bubbles out of your mold.
Ah.
But that's fucking cool.
Sucks all the air out, probably.
Yeah. So but when he goes through the sanding process, he kind of taught me more. You're sanding down the peaks. You're not sanding the whole thing. The whole thing, when I would sand shit, I was like, oh, I'm trying to make it smooth.
Yeah.
But in this, you're sanding down the peaks to create the illusion of that smoothness.
Right. Because
So
you're going to probably paint it and stuff and finish it and stuff too anyway, right?
And the amount of fucking layers you have to use. Like and painting is its own fucking nightmare out here, dude.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. That would be so dope too if I could have a fucking belt sander. I have an orbital sander.
I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of people with like garages and just like a full-on workshop with all this cool shit in it. I'm just like, in Hawaii, you're paying like $1 million for a house that has that shit.
Did you ever watch? It was like a YouTube channel that they would make weapons out of different universes. Like they made the blades from God of War. They made the swords and axes from like
what was it called?
I don't remember. Oh, Man at Arms.
Okay.
They eventually picked it up to be on like the History Channel, but it was like a different dude. It was a different workshop. I think there was like some creative conflict there, but they would talk about the build. They would like fucking laser cut certain metals. They would forge different metals. It was just.
I watched one where they were in where I can't remember the name of the channel, but they were like pretty popular too. But they made like lightsabers, like real lightsabers with like plasma, like fucking plasma shit and stuff. That
dude took a break.
Yeah,
because he hit a
channel.
Mental fucking crisis. Yeah, but that
what was that? What channel was that? Maybe
if you guys
know
I'm subscribed to them. It's not Hijacked.
Like the Hardware Guys or some.
No, I forgot what it is. That's gonna bother me. I'll drop it in our socials.
So what changed in that cycle?
Matter hackers.
Well, it was being able to hold a work of fiction and dreams in my own hands, and for it to be exactly what I envisioned. It means I was no longer bound to pixels and paper.
But see all those layer lines?
Right.
So you threw
We're
Bondo
here on the
it.
next update. We have filled this out with a sandable filler material. Just a little rattle can from Rust-Oleum. But this stuff has been pretty great so far. And the next step is to now sand all this back down to get a smoother surface. Then I'll
actually
fill
once
it
it's
over
a grease
again,
and primer that
and then sand that down,
plastic bonds to it,
and
so it becomes
hopefully
stronger.
that will be
But
closer
yeah,
to my last
luck, that's
step
what would fucking happen.
before I can get to painting. And I'll see you then.
Those things are so fucking fun, but you get the fucking, your hand gets stuck in the iron grip after a while.
Oh yeah, you get cramps.
Yeah.
I interrupt this broadcasting to talk about what the heck we're looking at
See,
right here.
this is what I was talking about.
So all these lines here, these
Looks like a watermelon.
gray lines on gray, are the edges or the peaks of each edge that makes up these faces, right?
And that,
And what I'm doing
too,
is knocking it down, and what we're seeing
the edges
is
are where they are based
this-
on the orientation that he chose to print this in. If he printed on the sides, those lines, those steps are going to be in a different. Imagine, because everything has to build up from one layer by layer by layer, right?
Yeah.
So in the way that he has it, it went like this.
Gotcha.
Right. So it goes around and around. That's one layer,
Yeah.
around and around one, right, and building up. But say you chose the orientation this way, then it would have these. It would be a fucking mess. But oh yeah, I just
color
things
along with this
clicked
red
when I
color
watched this. I was like,
underneath is the layer below it. So by seeing those and
I would love to get
exposing
a
them,
3D
that
printer,
means
but it's
that
kind of
I'm knocking
intimidating.
down that
Because I
edge
know it's not
of
just
the
like
outermost layer.
put in this design and it prints it and everything's
And
really
that
fucking
is
so
what
I
we're
gotta
looking
say,
for,
it's the
basically,
most
is that
supportive
we're trying to fill in
community
these
I've
gaps.
ever seen.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're because a lot of these people, which drives me nuts,
Yeah.
they don't do this professionally, but they fucking love it. So they'll help you figure your shit out. So there's plenty of tutorials or forums or message boards
Right.
where you can be like, hey, I'm having trouble getting this. Say like, see that lip, that like empty space? Sometimes because of the overhang, it
Yeah.
won't print correctly if you don't add support material.
Right. You
But
need something there,
there's
right?
fucking professional, or like there's people that'll help you. Like, hey, have you tried doing this? Like changing the settings on your printer or doing that. Like,
Right. It's
to a
something
lot
that
for
you're
this.
not like thinking about, right?
Exactly. So if you don't
Yeah.
know it, sometimes you don't even know what to ask. But when you do ask it, there's never like, oh, you're fucking dumb. Have you ever? Oh, you don't know about this? Never, not once have I gotten that.
That's what
So
I liked
I
about
could
the
get-
beer
if
brewing
you spend the
community,
three-
too.
if
It was
you-
kind of like that. Where
If
it
you
was-
spend the $300, I could get you printing. And a lot of times, like Thingiverse, the files are free as
Yeah.
long as you're not trying to sell them.
yeah.
Then people are like, yeah, here, look what I designed, print it.
I
If
mean,
you
I
want.
would love to like make like a badass cosplay costume. That'd be fucking dope.
I have
But-
files if you want. It's just the actual printing
Tempt me
and
with a
the-
good time.
Yeah, I have
I'll wait for Black
multiple.
Friday to roll around.
I have multiple suits
I was
of
like, God
Iron
damn it,
Man
he's gonna be
stuff,
spending more money on this shit.
but I already spent the money, so you don't have to. I got you, boy.
Gaps, so that whole surface is now smoothing and exposing those peaks. So I'm gonna keep going at it, and hopefully it could. All right, quick update. As you can see, I got my lines taken care of for this pass. And on top of that, if you look at the top here, you can see that there's these two dots.
Check it.
There's two dots right
Listen
here,
to the excitement in his voice when he figures out the.
and one right there. And I got my magnets to work. Hey, baby.
That's
And if you want to find out what that's all about, you can check out the next video.
This was a trip too, because I've never seen anybody raw dog paintbrush model paints.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's giving it the chrome texture look, and I think he went over with the blue.
This is
After.
straight up like oddly satisfying stuff.
It's so smooth. But there's no, see how that has brush lines on it?
Yeah.
So did he go over it again, or did he use, you know what I mean? Like I gotta like hit him up.
Probably.
Figure it out.
Usually you do a couple coats, right? It'll smooth out the paint
Yeah.
because What it does is it fills in all the gaps.
But anytime I paint, I'm either impatient and don't do light enough coats, so then there's like dripping or running, and then for me that like I don't want to sand it back down to then paint it again. So I'm like,
it's like a stain. You don't leave the whole stain on there. You gotta like wipe it down right afterwards a little bit, like let it dry and then kind of. I don't know though with this material. I don't know. It's probably different.
Yeah, different plastics react differently.
I was in the middle of spray painting my prime layer, my first coat of black paint, and the can pretty much exploded. You can see
Check this.
how far I got. This is my janky
I
setup
would have chucked
here.
that across the fucking room.
But I was able to get this far, and then the can just like exploded on me. The cap itself leaked. You can see that, right? Leaked, and then the neck pretty much exploded and then just erupted. I have it down here in a box just in case it erupts and explodes and paint gets everywhere. But it's in paint jail. So yeah, now I got to pivot.
Look how fucking dope that is.
Looks so sick though.
Why his whole cosplay comes together
The
super
Mega
sick.
Buster, Mark 1, the flagship and most powerful weapon in the Mega Man arsenal. The solar-powered arm cannon capable of firing highly compressed 10 gigajoule energy rounds in an instant. Near indestructible carbon matrixing, can withstand extreme climates and combat. The variable weapon system provides adaptability against enemy assault, integrating opponent digital matrix into the
How does it get the smoke? Is it just like dry ice or something?
The ultimate fighting robot.
There
As you already know.
Electric synapses that can produce that.
I've
right?
waited so
Yeah,
long to finally do this. And it may not be perfect, but I'm damn proud of the progress I made thus far. And I'm excited to continue to share all the builds and other things that I've learned from this that I can continue to apply going forward into other projects. Including, if you didn't know already, the inner workings to this costume. In the next chapter of the Making Mega Man series, we will be walking through the inner workings to this and actually getting this to fire. So if you're interested, I'll see you in the next one.
Like fireballs?
I think that like the charge and shoot sound.
In the middle of starting my recording with this, and it just keeps getting worse.
Check him out, Billy Lowe.
Super fucking cool dude, to be honest. Like I didn't have many classes with him, but I had not like we had some similar circles.
But that looked like
Yeah.
It's cool.
And I was just like happy for him. Do you know what I mean? Like when you watch like maybe like a wedding video and you're like, hey, I'm really glad those people and it's like that they seem really happy. That's how I felt watching my buddy take something over 4 years. I don't have that patience. Like it's something I'd like to work on.
Right.
But yeah. But there's so many skills that I want to learn, and then if I don't figure it out right away, I'm like, that's it. It's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna do it.
Plus, you got to edit the video on top of it.
Yeah. And he had some dope edits too.
Yeah. Well, cheers to Billy.
Shout out, yeah.
So, how did you know him?
We went to college together.
Okay. Yikes! All right, guys, let's move into this Ahsoka trailer.
He almost said Ashoka.
I started getting giddy. I watched like the first 30 seconds and I'm like, nope, I gotta wait for Chase because I am super fucking psyched. After seeing this trailer, I'm just like, this looks fucking insane. It's gonna look like, you know how a lot of the Star Wars series kind of start off slow and kind of work into something crazy.
Yeah.
This one looks like
the
it gets
last
nuts like right
the last
off the
two
fucking
episodes
bat.
are like that's when all the shit happens.
Yeah. Like the last episode of The Mandalorian, the last season of The Mandalorian was kind of like that.
Hey, we're making progress. You want to kill it?
Don't show Christina, dude. She's out there. She's watching, dude.
In trouble.
All right, guys. Here we go. Hold on to your butts.
War is inevitable. One must destroy.
Who's that?
In order to create.
Is that the one from Star Wars?
We are no Jedi.
Ooh. Who's he?
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
What happens when we find Thrawn?
Power. Such as you've never dreamed.
Where is she from?
I've spent most of my life fighting a war.
She's from Rebels.
That's why I'm trying to
Rebels,
convince you
right?
to help me.
Yeah, and we finally get a Twi'lek like catalyst fucking character, which is pretty.
Oh,
pretty
what?
fucking
Wait, say that
the
again?
Twi'lek.
The fuck is that? Is that the?
That's her race.
Wait, Twi'lek? Does that just mean the people with the fucking?
Yeah.
But wait, so Ahsoka is a Twi'lek?
No, she's not.
But she just has the.
Hers are different. Like if you see hers,
Yeah. But like, so when they're what about in Mando? Wasn't the chick that was in that ship with the Bill Burr episode? She was one of those, right? Her and her brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I don't like those.
I mean,
that
throughout the
fake
series,
context
they were kind of more like strippers and prostitutes, but
Is that
Prevent
what makes
another
her
one.
character so-
You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me. Master.
As a Jedi,
Oh, I just got chicken.
sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. But I'm counting on you to see this through.
Whoa.
Nice haircut. Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain. You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to
That guy's
discuss
dead,
my
by the way.
past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
So fucking sick. Fucking
Dude,
sick.
2 episode premiere too. So, dude,
Okay,
I am.
I got-
I'm fucking.
I got so many questions.
ready,
I got
dude.
so many questions. Okay. First of all, I'm pretty sure that dude that played that Sith looking dude, that dude's R.I.P. He died recently, like past 4 months.
Who did?
That guy,
The
that
older
white
guy?
yeah. He played Punisher at one point. I don't know if you remember that one.
No, did he?
Yeah, he played. It was like the last movie version of the Punisher he played. It was like this like alt version, kind of like it was very like you know in say you could be like, oh, that was very 2000s. Like it was shot in a style that was very like, oh, okay. Yeah, that guy, Balin Skull. He always plays like a bad guy mercenary in everything I've ever seen him in. Lars Mikkelsen, that guy's
So Hayden Christensen's supposed to be making an appearance too.
I go fuck that guy.
I'm just saying, if Anakin's gonna be making an appearance, that's kind of crazy.
Fucking David Tennant, dude. I didn't give a shit about him in Doctor Who. Like I've never gotten into Doctor Who. I don't want to anger anybody, but I never got into it.
Yeah.
But he was great in Jessica Jones. Fucking great. He's a very good bad guy. But wait, go back up. Who's the one with the pixie haircut? The Natasha Lou Bordizzo?
Yeah.
What? Sabine. Who's Sabine?
Sabine Wren. I don't know, man.
Ren, dude?
Not Kylo Ren. It's spelled differently.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, it's spelled differently. But
why is Ahsoka not the
Mon
number
Mothma,
one? Fucking
which Mon Mothma was
Mothma,
basically
I've heard
the
of Mothma.
she was the leader of the rebel Revolution, right? Like she was like the.
Is she the one that like?
She's the one
like in
She dies in the the final like the Revenge of the Rise of Skywalker. When
that was the
or
one,
she speeds through the.
Yeah, she's kind of like a cunt, and then she talks to Leia, and then she like kind of suicides herself.
Yeah,
a little
so
bit,
she's
like,
in
to allow them to escape or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she works with what's her name in for the Revolution, right? She like goes to what's his name's trading thing all the time, and then so she was a senator.
Oh, okay.
But then she ends up leading the Revolution,
the Republic.
So this is the chick that's the Sith. She's a Sith apprentice.
We've seen her before. Where is she from?
Yeah, and Balin Skull is her master.
But he says we're not. What does he say? He said we're not Jedi or we're not Sith. Are they like?
I think they are Jedi who turn Sith.
Oh, okay.
So he says we are not Jedi. Right?
That's okay.
Yeah. So I think they turn Sith. I think they're part of the Jedi, and then they turn to the dark side. And then Grand Admiral Thrawn is
he's like the Red Skull, right? He's just super fucking smart.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
so he's like not
force
the
powers.
Thrawn's not like that. He's more like
number one general.
Yeah,
like,
the number one general, kind of like what's his name from the original Star Wars?
Oh
crap!
That's your job, bro.
I don't, because what's his name?
Chewbacca's actor looks like Howard Stern.
Was it General Dodonna? No. I don't know. He has a lot of lore too. They CGI'd him because he passed away. They CGI'd him into the newer.
See, that's what I don't like. Like, just start something new because, you know what I mean. That way you don't have to do that. Like, look how bad Indiana Jones did. Look how fucking bad it did. Just
Will Tarkin, Commander Tarkin. Yeah.
Oh, Commander. Oh, is he the
So-
one that gets fucking choked in the boardroom?
No, he doesn't get choked. The other guy does. But the Grand Admiral Tarkin. So that's basically what Thrawn is in this timeline. Is he's like the Tarkin. He's like
So
the-
that's
the
before
head
or after
honcho.
this? That's before this?
Ahsoka is before this. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Ahsoka. What's going on over here?
What's that?
We got stuffed chicken wings. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Pops.
Hell yeah.
My mom made these the other day. She makes her stuffed Thai chicken wings. Thanks, Dad.
Wings and things. Ma. Hell yeah.
Get the fuck out of my room and play Minecraft!
So anyway, I gotta. A lot of this stuff is covered, obviously, in books, but also throughout the Clone Wars.
I'm not done with my fucking question.
Okay, what's the question?
Is Sabine Wren gonna be my favorite character? Because
probably
is she Jedi or at least Force wielding and a fucking Mando?
So what I got from that trailer was that she was Ahsoka's.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, it was Ahsoka's apprentice, is what it seemed like, and then
she ditched
her. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. And then she apparently did the same thing to Anakin, right? Well, I think Anakin was training her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anakin was training her.
She's got commitment issues, is what I'm getting.
Yeah. She's always been kind of like she does her own thing.
Yeah. Well,
obviously,
it seems like she's also very in tune with the spiritual side of shit,
Right.
more so. Like,
I mean, at that point, the Jedi were all split off too. Like, right? Like everybody kind of like Yoda went to his own place. Like Obi-Wan went to keep an eye on Luke. Like they all had to go into what is it? Yeah, and hiding, right? So there was no like consensus, but Luke Skywalker does restart the Jedi Temple, and Ahsoka is part of that.
who's Hera Syndulla?
Where?
Character?
Who?
Next to Rosario Dawson. Who's that?
So that was the Twi'lek, I think. That was the Twi'lek chick.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're saying beforehand, her race was all prostitutes and shit? So
Not all, but
is
that's
that
what they were
makes her
kind of known
character so
for.
badass? Was that she's like a pilot fucking...
There were Twi'lek Jedi and shit like that too. Like, don't get me wrong. But, like, obviously if you watch, like, Return of the Jedi and you see Jabba the Hutt, like, all his sex slaves are, like, Twi'leks. And then you go to, like, the strip club bars. I think there was a... What was it, the last... was it in Mandalorian where... Was it Mandalorian or... Yeah, it was Mandalorian where they were on Coruscant and then... like the whole strip club. He tries to interrogate the strip club chick, and she's also it's all full of Twi'leks and stuff like that. So, but a lot of this is going to spawn off of the Clone Wars and the books. I think more so than anything. So I'm not familiar with I'm familiar with Grand Admiral Thrawn. I've heard of Baylan Skoll, but I don't know much about him.
So is Thrawn like a zealot where he like truly believes in the fucking cause, or is he like more so just so military minded it's just like a, you know what I mean, it's like a job?
Yeah, I think he just like prides himself on being smarter than the enemy. He plays 3D chess kind of shit, you know what I mean? So like he'll be 2 or 3 moves ahead of you at all times. Like that's kind of what he was known for. But I mean, that trailer, like compared to the first trailer, just it blew everything away. You're just like, I'm like, it's gonna be good, man.
They didn't even show that much like lightsaber battle or anything.
No, but I love that there's Sith, there's Jedi, there's like, there's Mandalorians, obviously.
Dude, that speeder helmet that she has looks so fucking sick. I want it already. The one where she like slides under that fucking other plane.
Yeah. Was she the Mandalorian chick? Or was she the Twi'lek chick?
She's a Twi'lek.
Okay.
Because the other one looks more Asian.
No, but she was...
Yeah, she's the one that cuts her hair.
Right. But she was in the Mandalorian one. There was a Mandalorian chick in there,
That is
too.
the Mandalorian one.
War.
The one that she's like, oh, once a Jedi, always a Jedi. I want to know who that one is.
Such as you've never dreamed.
I've spent most of my life fighting a war.
So is that her?
That's why I'm trying to convince you to help me prevent another one.
You and I both know who could help you with this.
She's still just as stubborn as ever.
I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
You never made things easy for me, Master.
Yeah, so she obviously
As a
was-
Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can.
Okay,
I'm
so
counting-
she does...
Yeah.
She does become...
But look, she's in the Mando shit.
Yeah, she's in the Mando shit, so...
Dude, half Mando, half... Oh, it's so cool.
But
And
she's
then
got
she has
Jedi,
that-
kind of Jedi... Dude, a half Mando, half Jedi, like Force-sensitive fucking
here to see this through.
Mandalorian?
That's the coolest I've ever heard.
Nice haircut. Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Buckle up.
If we don't stop Thrawn, everything
great,
will
too.
be in vain.
That guy's whole family is actors.
Really?
Yeah. I can't think of the other one's names.
You have no power.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
We have a lot of work to do.
Once a
That
rebel,
droid's
always
stupid.
a rebel.
And those are... I want to call it... They're like the Dark Temple Knights, I think, is what they are.
looks like
or- the Knights of Ren, maybe? That might be right.
Isn't that the same blade that the Inquisitor had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty cool. But so the cast member that was like, you have no power. She's been in something before, and I can't think of what she was in.
Yeah, she does look familiar, right?
I don't recognize the name at all.
Let It Snow, Reunion, Pacific Rim.
No,
I don't know many of these other movies. I don't know Reunion.
What the hell?
Is this like some Bollywood shit? What the fuck is that? Doesn't look like she's been on much. A spy who dumped me?
Yeah, I don't know that. Let It Snow. I don't think I know that. What is it? In from the Cold? No.
Sure, Chernobyl aftermath.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, none of this looks.
Pacific Rim.
I mean, I saw
Uprising?
Pacific Rim, but like.
Charlie Day's in that?
Yeah, wasn't he like the bad guy? Wasn't he like
Was
the? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like the money hanger in Avatar. It was like the guy that was like mining for unobtainium. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
That corporate shill guy. It's like, it's just all about the money.
That's why we need guys like Reed here to just like be like, yo, this is what this is.
In like the Star Wars fandom, do you like?
She's a Tortuga.
Tortuga. She's a turtle.
Torgruta. Oh yeah.
Like, do you have to bow down when like someone knows more than you?
I love Star Wars. I'm not like a canon nutbag.
Yeah.
But there's definitely people who are a bit more nerdy about it than I am. So,
but I mean, if we all collect Pokemon badges, Star Wars is one of your badges, right?
Oh yeah. I think I know enough about it to like I'm familiar with a lot of these characters, but you got to remember, like, a lot of these characters didn't make appearances in movies, or any, like, maybe the Clone Wars, but it's a lot of books and comic books.
That's why I think nerds, it becomes a pissing match. Because, like, oh, you didn't know this? Actually, this happened in this book. And you're like, what the fuck? No,
and this comes out in August, so I may just go through the Clone Wars, the animated series.
Good luck. Pretty long.
I know. There's a lot of work, but you know what? I kind of owe it to myself. That's kind of the one thing I feel like has been missing out of my Star Wars knowledge repertoire is the Clone Wars shit. Because obviously Ahsoka's tale gets told a lot in that, and then you kind of find out how the Jedi get to the point where just everybody's just like
got murked.
Yep. Any interest in this Wonka trailer?
Not a single one.
Okay, let's check it out.
I've spent the past 7 years traveling the world perfecting my craft. You see, I'm
not over the Ahsoka thing, though. I'm just letting you know, like, I am, like, super psyched for that. Like, and then I'm going to be going to Disneyland in December.
But is that your nerd brain or your boner brain?
Both.
Oh, so okay. I mean, for shits and giggles here.
I mean, you and I both have a thing for Rosario Dawson.
That's what I'm saying. So are you taking Clerks 2 Rosario Dawson, or are you taking Ahsoka Rosario Dawson?
Ahsoka.
Here's the deal, bro. I don't like the weird dread, like the flesh dreads. What do you call those? Tails?
Tentacles?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not a fan. But everything else, hella
the eyes,
cooler.
though.
Hella cooler. Even the orange skin.
Yeah, the orange skin.
The orange skin's dope.
Dude, I'm just letting
But she doesn't
know.
dance to Michael Jackson in this, so, I mean.
That's true.
And you don't get to paint her nails.
the magician, inventor, and chocolate maker. So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
Mr. Wonka, say your name quietly. What are you doing?
Do you remember?
I'm making chocolate, of course. How do you like it? Dark, white, nutty, absolutely insane.
Many people have come here to sell chocolate. They've all been crushed by the chocolate cartel. You can't get a shop without selling chocolate. And you can't sell chocolate without a shop.
No daydreaming.
What are we gonna do, Willie?
Huh.
Huh?
Huh.
A double huh.
Do you have a pencil and paper?
Uh-huh.
I got an idea. I know things haven't been easy for you. They're gonna get better.
You promise?
I pinky promise. That's the most solemn vow there is.
Where do we start?
A good chocolate chip is simple.
Where's this? It's just weird.
What's happening? Who wants a chocolate that makes it fly?
Let's find out, shall we? Who's for Hammerjob?
Nothing to see here. Just a small group of people defying the laws of gravity.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Gallery Gourmet, my name is Willy Wonka.
He's good. Too good.
Pretty sure I've gained about 150 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
You could change her life, Mr. Wonka. Change all their lives.
Run away!
Every good thing in this world started with a dream. So you hold on to yours.
Here we go, Mama.
Mark my words, this is gonna be the greatest chocolate shop the world has ever seen. So you're the funny little man who's been following me.
I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa what now?
Allow me to refresh your memory.
Oh, I don't think I want to hear that.
Too late. I've started dancing now. Once we've started, we can't stop.
So dumb. It's fucking irritating. Just let this shit go. Who are you making this for?
I don't know.
The people that are really like, when was Wonka made? 1951.
It's not that old.
Those
is
people,
it?
no one in their
was in
fucking
color.
80s.
You mean the original Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
I mean, the book was written.
Oh
probably in the
no,
50s.
it's 70s at least because it was fucking.
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh my god, the guy from Blazing Saddles. Why can't I think of his name?
Freaking Gene
Hackman. No, not Gene Hackman. Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. Yeah.
But like
1971.
Okay, that's fucking 50 years ago, dude. Who
So
are you
this
making
looks
this
like
for?
the prequel to.
I don't give a fuck. And there was not a single black person in the first one. So now all of a sudden you have all these black people.
Well, and the book was actually Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, not Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
So this is a reimagining or what?
I think it's a prequel. I think it's a prequel to.
This is how
Willy Wonka became Willy
But
Wonka.
what I'm saying is, when this Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory came out, there was not a single black person in that movie, and now
well, what about the Oompa Loompas though?
That's what I'm saying. There is Oompa Loompas, but there's no black people. So now, what happened to the black people is what I want to know. What happened to that black girl who is such a pivotal part of this movie? It looks like, but then she doesn't exist or never gets brought up. By the time that his chocolate factory is fucking balling out of control,
Maybe
no fucking
is
way.
in his future. I don't know. She looks pretty young.
Yeah, that's even that's even weirder.
I was like,
this reeks of some fucking exec was like, Timothée Chalamet, he's fucking hot. He's gonna make money. Let's do it. What do people love? Chocolate? Okay, Chocolate Factory.
Chalamet is so hot right now.
Chalamet, Chocolate Factory. Do it. They have some really good fucking actors in there, though.
Hugh Grant is the Oompa Loompa.
That Matt Lucas guy was from an old
Rowan
sketch comedy.
Atkinson.
Mr. Bean, dude.
Too. Yeah, Mr. Bean's in it.
That guy, Matthew Baton, he's a very funny British actor, too.
Fickle Gruber.
This is fucking irritating.
Is it Wanted?
No. And Keegan-Michael Keel is in there. I fucking love him, but like, why?
And it looks.
Why?
I don't know. Is it a musical? It's probably a musical, right?
Probably. It just looks so bad.
I don't know. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. I didn't like Johnny Depp's Wonka.
Yeah.
And
were you
I still think the
for that
original
one?
holds up still pretty damn well.
But just leave it there. It was cool. Leave it there. Fucking leave it there.
And to compare it to Charlie and the Chocolate, I actually read the book, The Charlie and by Ronald Dahl, and then
Was it good?
It goes into more detail, obviously, right? That's what books do, and the ending is a little different.
Is it dark
than the movie? No, it's not dark.
Uh-huh.
But the glass elevator thing is more of a thing.
Okay.
Because then there's a sequel, I believe, too.
Do they wait like the glass elevator? Like it's a literary device sort of thing? Is it like does the book say anything? Do you see what I mean? Like so when you watch the movie, it's just a fucking movie about a kid who fucking gets lucky, and you know what I mean?
Right.
But it doesn't say anything. But does the book is an allegory to like you know what I mean?
It's fairly accurate to.
No. I know, but like,
what do you
is
say?
there an underlying message in the book? You know what I mean? Where like say Jungle Book is about like I don't know what the fuck Jungle Book's about. Isn't it about like capitalism or racism or something like that?
Well, it's more of like a. It's got a poetic vibe to it a little bit. You know what I mean? But I don't think so. I don't know if it's just like
it's just a kid's book.
Well, I mean, if you look at the movie too, right? It's about a kid, like all these kids who are basically spoiled as shit.
Yeah.
Right? But Charlie he's trying to find the child with the purest heart to run the company. So that's kind of was what the basis of the book was, is that like greed, it's kind of like a 7 deadly sins kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like each kid kind of represents like a sin, right?
Yeah,
like
there's like
greed or
gluttony. Yeah.
And then you have Charlie, who's like the pure kid.
Yeah.
You know. So
who sleeps with his grandparents.
Hey man, but you know and how you not take your mom instead of your grandpa, I don't know, because dude, the mom was a fucking champion in that fucking house. She took care of all their asses while they just laid in bed.
Yeah. And then in this, there was that quote at the end where he's like, "This is for you, mom." Something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, that was Wonka though.
Yeah.
But I wasn't a fan of the.
I didn't even see the Johnny Depp one.
You didn't see the Johnny Depp one?
Because
I didn't like that all the Oompa Loompas look the same. Like they literally used the same Indian guy for all the Oompa Loompas, and they CGI'd his face on like all of their fucking
that's weird.
faces, and it's just like it's weird. It's weird because not all the Oompa Loompas look the same.
But at the same time, isn't that the point of the Oompa Loompas, that they were like these indescript, like fucking Menahune ass guys?
Yeah.
Right? You didn't
No,
need-
it is, but
like-
it's just weird seeing all of them look the
Actually,
exact same.
it's weirder to imagine them as like full on people, because then that's just straight up slavery. If they're a magical,
Well, and why did they
where
pick an
are, like-
Indian guy to play an Oompa Loompa and then put his face on all their faces?
Because it's the oppressive nature of the British monarchy, dude. Facts. They oppressed the whole nation.
This is true.
Didn't
No,
they
I know
only
my
get their
history.
independence in like the fucking 80s or something like that?
Gandhi, man. So Gandhi's
But yeah,
all
no,
about.
fuck this movie straight to fucking hell. Fuck it. Blow it up.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel
And
about
Gene
it.
Wilder's just the OG. I remember being scared into that fucking tunnel.
Right?
No
one knows where we're going or which way the river's flowing.
I remember when he starts like yelling. He's like,
Yeah.
It's like fucking crash zoom on his face and just flashing red.
That movie for kids was a little terrifying. Like it's
Pretty
even
cool.
when like Augustus Gloop falls into the chocolate and gets sucked up in the tube.
That looked fun as fuck.
Or like what's her name? Fucking turns into a
The
blueberry.
blueberry. Or the fucking bad egg.
Yeah.
I want
Veruca
it
Salt.
now.
Yeah. I
Some
want the
bangers.
world.
Some
I want
bangers.
the whole world.
Yeah.
She was a bad egg.
Coolest. Oh, you know what? Shout out to Super Troopers when the snozzleberries taste like snozzleberries. Apparently, that's a literary device in the fucking thing. It means dicks.
What?
Yeah. To top snozberry, a snoz
Okay, yeah, we're
is
not gonna
like
put
a
that on
dick.
the screen just in case.
Oh, but we could do dick surgery? Come on. Snozberry's penis.
Snozzberry's penis.
Snozberry BFG was that? The filthiest joke. See? Told you.
Snozzberries are dicks.
I fucking told you, bro.
One of the most
Cracked was
whatever.
a cool
One of the
website,
most
man.
beloved and oft quoted moments. Okay. Well, Wonka declares, "Lick an orange. It tastes like an orange. The strawberries taste like strawberries. The snozzberries taste like snowberries." We laugh because snozzberries is obviously a fanciful and fictional word, and nobody knows what they really were. except Ronald Dahl, the book's author, knew exactly what snozberries were. They're dicks. Snozberries are dicks. Willy Wonka made those kids lick dick-flavored wallpaper.
See?
Dahl decided to revisit snozberries in his adult novel, My Uncle Oswald. The equally witty and disgusting story revolves around Oswald Hendricks Cornelius, the titular uncle and the greatest fornicator of all time. Yeah, Dahl was kind of a weird fucking dude. Along with his sexy accomplice, he devises a complicated get-rich scheme which involves how comely seducing Europe's most famous men and then selling used condoms full of their spent semen to women wishing to birth famous progeny. Please take some time to remind yourself that this book was written by one of the world's most beloved children's authors. So they would take the condoms of famous people and women would try to get pregnant from them? Is that what I'm reading? Is that what did I get that right?
And so the quote underneath is from the book where he's talking about, I grabbed hold of his snozberry.
I grabbed hold of his snozberry and hung on to it like grim death and gave it a twist or two to make him hold still.
Dude, don't show Gene Wilder's face. It's gonna make me sad. No.
Pretty sure this makes
it tasted like the
pedophile.
head of a penis, specifically.
It might have ruined that whole movie for me now. I don't know.
It made Super Troopers funnier though.
It did.
Dude, in college we had to take an improv class. And we had not an improv, an acting class. And we had to do like a scene from a movie, and me and my buddies did that scene where they get pulled over, as we're just all in chairs, like we had to pretend like we're high and shit. It's so fun.
Do you have that on YouTube?
No, you don't see it. No, I don't think it was filmed. We were in a safe space. Let's watch this One Piece.
Yeah, I do want to kind of watch that because
the Jonas Brothers in. Oh, by the way, the casting for that dude from the Rebels in the new Ahsoka one, spot on. That guy.
Which one?
I think his name's Ezra.
Ezra Miller? No.
No, but in the Rebels, he's like the main character. He like builds his own lightsaber and shit like that. But they showed, when we were looking into IMDb, they showed who they cast as him, and he looks fucking identical.
I'm all in on that show. All right. One Piece. Now, if I go based off of Cowboy Bebop, which I have a poster for right there. The Cowboys.
Just a corgi.
Yep.
Cutest butts in all of the animal kingdom.
Yep. The little X on the butthole. But we all know that Cowboy Bebop flopped, I guess, on Netflix. They ended it after one season, which I disagreed with. I was on Team Cowboy Bebop because, honestly, the anime was only one season. And you know what? I think the nerds like the hardcore nerds kind of killed it a little bit, because I feel like because it was only one season originally anyway, it's like, why not take the opportunity to take it to another place? John Cho was the main guy, the main actor in that show.
Counterpoint.
And what's that?
Good. Because I'm so glad. I never watched it, so I don't know if it's good or bad.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that the people that were fucking hardcore into it was like, you fucked up the shit that we loved. Stop doing this. Like, imagine someone that's like really into Willy Wonka and they go watch this shitty ass movie and they're like, who did you make this for? No one fucking, the only IP to do it good is Ninja Turtles, I think. Because every time they redo it, it's slightly different. So like that, the generation that falls in love with it at that time, they have their own thing. Transformers to an extent too. Because I'm kind of sick of this like predatory nostalgia fucking sniping.
I get it.
Just who the fuck are you making it for? No one asked for it like that. So if you're gonna do it for the fandom, like you say, look at The Witcher, dude. Look how they fucked that, and because they showed that they only cared about the money.
People are love the Witcher.
Not the newest season.
Yeah, they do. Well, I haven't seen the new season, but
I dug it. But that's
the first. What is it? Season 3 now. It's on, right?
Yeah, and this is the last one that Cavill was in.
Yeah,
because he was the one fighting for it to be close to like the source material,
Mhm.
and they were like, "No, we're not doing that." Same thing. Fucking, I'm just saying, like all these things that they're like, it's predatory. How they're like, "Oh yeah, we need some money. Put GI Joe on it. Put Ninja Turtles on it."
Yeah, but I felt like this one. I felt like Cowboy Bebop was different because I felt like the actors actually knew the series. They read into it. They did their research and they knew the characters. I feel like they were upholding the mentality of the characters. Although the one thing that was weird was between the main villain, right? Because that never happened in the anime. It was never that in depth, and they tried to build up the villain more in the live action one.
Because there's certain things you have to do with certain types of like film and shit like that.
But they did do a decent job. I wouldn't say a great job. They did a decent job reenacting the episodes because Cowboy Bebop was kind of those things. Was kind of like one of those things where you could watch any episode. Like, and you didn't have to watch them in order.
They're like
because
self-contained.
They were their own stories.
Yeah.
Like each episode was like a new.
It was a new
adventure,
mission sort of thing.
Yeah. So you didn't necessarily like. There were little tie-ins along the way, mainly getting to know the main character. But other than that, it was kind of loose. It was kind of loosey-goosey.
So what I'm saying is though, look at the successes and look at the failures. Avatar, fucking Street Fighter, fucking King of Fighters, to an extent, Mortal Kombat. There's so many things where they take the IP and they're like, "Hey, let's make some fucking money," and that they just shit on the source material. It's like just stop doing it unless you're gonna do it. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like legit, just don't do it. Like leave it alone.
And they also didn't. And they didn't also introduce Edward or Ed. They didn't introduce him until the end of the season, which
I saw a clip. Ed looked weird.
Yeah,
in CGI.
it looked weird. It looked weird, and Ed is actually kind of like a big part of the story, like halfway through the season. Obviously, they kind of focus on Spike, Faye, and Jet Black, right? Which I thought they did a great job casting Jet Black for sure. Like,
he was a black dude, right?
Yeah, he was really good. And then I liked John Cho as Spike.
John Cho's a good actor.
But Vicious was too involved in the story right off the bat. And they kind of turned him into like this kind of medieval mafia boss. Yeah.
Dude, like, because like that's that's how it's filmed. You know what I mean? Like that's you have to have.
And I love the original Cowboy Bebop. Like it's like nice quintessential classic anime. Like it's old school anime too. It's not like the newer shit. It's like got that old style animation vibe.
The soundtrack is what did it.
Yeah,
though.
it's so
the
good.
The soundtrack's so jazzy.
The intro,
fucking space.
They
blues.
kept that intro. Thank God too for the live action show. Which I was like, you do away with that intro, I'm out already. Like right off the bat, dude. Because 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yeah,
you know, but
nah, just stop.
I've seen worse, and it wasn't cheesy or corny. Like Death Note was like a shit show. That live action.
What was the one? Rurouni? Didn't they do Rurouni Kenshin?
I think so.
I think
Dragon Ball was a fucking shit show.
Oh God, see, that's what I'm saying. There's such beloved fan bases.
Yeah, and One Piece, you got to be really fucking careful
because you got 1,000 fucking episodes.
Literally 1,000 episodes.
Good fucking luck.
So.
And these motherfuckers
it's still going. It's still going.
I'm saying. So you can't fucking do shit that's too off the script because then you're going to lead into some shit that isn't going to happen. You know what I mean? And then like Game of Thrones. They fucking went off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They kind of went and started doing their own thing, and R.R. Martin wasn't writing it like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying there's so many fucking... Here's the thing. There is money to be made for people that are obsessed with these fandoms because when... we have nostalgia to it. We have like a little bit of FOMO. Dude, Christina went out of her way to get, those shirts, those like kind of Aloha shirts. She got a Comic-Con exclusive, an Optimus Prime one.
Yeah.
there's money to be made. Like I sent you a link to like this Michelangelo Ninja Turtle like fucking statue.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, they're gorgeous. But in the end, you're headed to like you're picking on the kid that's inside of us that like is controlling. It's like Krang.
Yes,
it's like,
that's how
you know what I mean. Like you're
too.
just controlling my wallet. And you're like, oh, I need it. But when it's done right, you're like, oh fuck yeah, I need that in my life. I need that for my wall.
Yeah, I picked up a lightsaber for fucking Prime Day.
But when you fuck it up, it's a double-edged sword.
It's
right?
super disappointing.
Yeah, it's super disappointing.
Yeah.
That's Avatar.
It's doubly disappointing.
It's a universe that I fell in love with when it came in. My brother was younger. We watched it together, and then I got my son into it. The animation or like the animated series, untouchable.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking beautiful. Like just a piece of art. It's a great story, et cetera, et cetera. So when the fucking movie bombed so fucking hard, it's irritating.
Yeah. And that's why I didn't even watch the Death Note. I didn't even watch Death Note. I was like, I'm not watching that shit. I'm not
because you
fucking
love
doing
the
it.
original so much, right?
It's like literally my favorite anime ever. Like I got Ryuk on my fucking computer and he's sitting right here on the desk too. But I'm like, I'm not gonna let anything there's no reason. There's no reason. Like when you're talking about that shit, you're like, there's no reason to fucking do it. There's no fucking reason. It was perfect the way it was.
Asked for it. Yeah,
it's perfect the way it was. Stop it.
I think to an extent,
this is
Star Wars is like that too.
It can be.
But leave it alone because you're not going to make anybody happy.
The thing with Star Wars is there's a lot of stories that aren't told that are out there. Like, and a lot of people know that. So the best example I could use is maybe like Hunger Games. They did a really good job with the movies because I've read all the books, and they actually did a really good job with the movies sticking fairly close to the books. And it kind of got the message across. They did a great job casting that movie. FYI, the final one didn't quite capture the book because it gets fucking intense and nuts, right? When they're trying to take over the Capitol. But it did an okay job. But the first like 2 movies or 3 movies, because they split the one movie into 2.
Yeah. See,
did a great job. Grab. It did a great job.
For the cash grab, dude.
But they did a good job with it, and then and I think it gave the vibe. But something so iconic like Death Note, for them to crunch it into a fucking hour-and-a-half movie, and then the cast are like these. It was teenage kid, but well, it wasn't, and it just. The only thing I wanted to see was like a live-action Ryuk because he looks super creepy and crazy looking, but other than that. The rest of it's fucking garbage.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Just leave it all. Come up with new ideas or new IPs or something like that, because then you don't have...
But Cowboy Bebop's kind of one of those animes for me, where it's only 1 season, but it's an amazing show, and it holds up, and they just stop making it, right? You know,
Firefly's like that.
Yeah.
In the real, like that Nathan Fillion show, I think I've talked to you about it before. It's a really good show. It was only 1 season, then they try to come back and make a movie of it.
Right.
It was called... Serenity, and so it wasn't even the same title. Like it was really different, but it was good. It was good too. But like, they have cult following, so I think that's where these producers are like.
It's such a hard.
Let's find a cult following and let's cash grab on them.
Yeah,
and
but
so
it's not. I don't think it always is when it always is.
Sir.
If the hold on, if the yeah, I mean that's the point to make money, obviously, but. It makes a difference when the actors and the writers and the directors are like fans of the content, right? Like because then that makes the movie that much better. Like Ryan Reynolds playing fucking Deadpool.
Sure.
Like like when you're a fan of the content, you care more about.
But look at how infrequently that happens, though. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's hard. It's hard to capture that lightning in a bottle, right? Kind of thing.
That's why, like for the most part, like it's like if you take an MLB batting average, right?
Yeah.
Their 300 is great, but that's 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Production wise, the amount of successful ones to unsuccessful ones, they're batting 0.05. Dude.
Yeah, they're way below average. Yeah.
It's horrible. Yeah. So like, just stop going up to bat. You know what I mean? Be a pitcher, because
people are gonna try though.
Look at the fucking what's the sweet Twisted Metal. looks horrible. It looks bad.
Yeah.
Just stop.
I mean, Twisted Metal never really. I mean, I don't know. Were there comic books for Twisted Metal? I don't even
Probably.
know. There probably was.
Bro,
right?
there anything with a zombie or killing, there's always fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Look how much Walking Dead.
But I mean, the
was.
video game didn't have a lot of substance either. Like, to be honest.
So then, how can you make a whole show out of it? Like,
I just don't like when it's corny. Like, it should be dark. If it's dark, it should be dark. If it's serious, it should be serious. Don't fucking try to cartoon it, kid it up. Make it kid friendly. Fucking.
This is Marvel's fault, and I love Marvel, but they made starting from Joss Whedon's Avenger movies, every other line is a joke.
Yeah,
and you're like, some of them are funny, some fucking aren't, dude. Like the first Taika Waititi Thor Ragnarok, fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
but then the second one where they fucked up Jane Foster, fucking horrible. That's the third, right? That's the
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was the good one. Thor: Love and Thunder
Love and Thunder
sucked ball hairs.
I thought it was okay.
You're wrong. Objectively, you're wrong.
It hit you in the feels a little bit.
That's because you fucking love Jane Foster. But shut up. You're fucking.
You liked it to a certain extent. I know you did. But I kind of went into that movie like thinking, okay, this is.
You didn't have expectations.
Yeah, I didn't.
You know what I mean? Like you didn't know. So that's another one where that one's so close to the source. Like deep throat of the mic. Jane Foster, I've been reading for 10 years. So and she existed in the comics before. Right? She was such a fucking cool character, and they basically reintroduced her, gave her cancer, defeated cancer, and killed her off all within an hour and a half. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
What? Just the same thing, right? With Death Note, it's like you condensed a whole series, and you just can't do that because when you read it in the comics, it was so heavy, and you had to wait for the next week.
There's so much more complexity.
Yeah, when you watched Game of Thrones, I love that most people are up on it now, but when you watched it week to week, and you were on that fucking cliff where you're like after the Red Wedding, when you had to wait months until the next season, you're just like, fuck. I went through an actual 2-day depression after the Red Wedding. I was just like, humans suck. I don't like people. It was like, so that's powerful. That's dope.
I mean, he was the king of just killing.
Yeah,
the
fucking
heroes.
everybody. Yeah.
Fuck the
Oh,
heroes.
you like them? They're dead.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite? Dead.
Dead.
That's like beer at our work.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that one? Never getting it again.
Not coming back.
Oh, dude, when we were at Target, we went to the new Target in Windward Mall, and we were like going through the grocery aisle. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up some Wild Little Thing. None. They had all the other ones. There's a Tropical Little Thing now too, which I didn't.
Which I'm curious if they're replacing that one with it, but
I'll punch you in the fucking head.
I don't know if they're making it anymore. All right, let's
The
watch
best
this.
one.
Let's watch this potential shit show.
Ever
Music
since I
already
was
sucks.
a kid.
And don't get me wrong, I root for these things to fucking be awesome, but
The music already sucks. Fucking Jonas Brother. Get out
The
of here.
sea's been calling. So, I'm setting out to follow my dreams. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. All I need is a loyal crew. And I think together we'd make a pretty good team. We're heading up to the Grand Line.
A treacherous stretch of ocean with bigger islands and bigger pirates.
Careful with that.
I don't work for you.
I'm sensing a little bit of tension amongst the crew.
Not a crew.
We haven't sailed together for very long, but I know we've got each other's backs. All great fighters call out their finishing moves.
No, they don't.
That looks so bad. So bad, dude. Oh my god, that looks horrible, dude.
Some
The
big
fucking
shoes to fucking fill,
the
bro.
Fantastic Four animation for Reed Richards. Remember that weird
Oh,
one where
yeah.
he's dancing? Looks better than that fucking arm punch thing. And that fucking weird accent, like, I don't know.
He kind of had that, but
He
not
well,
exactly.
okay. So the anime, I've seen a little bit of the anime. He has that pitch in his voice, but with that accent, it sounds really weird. It sounds like he's doing like a voice. It's I don't know.
The thing is too is when it's in Japanese, it makes way more sense. Like because anime characters, just the voices are just naturally higher
Yeah.
pitched and everything like that.
And they're like bombastic.
Yeah,
When they, yeah.
It's like da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, 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 you know, like, and that's normal. But when you see it on a normal human being, it's awkward.
If you just wait, like go back, like don't play it just because I don't want to hear any more of it. But like if you just look how they look, it looks okay. That CGI, the CGI on that monster looked fucking great. But because the backgrounds are all superimposed, everything looks cosplay at best.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like it like really feels like that character.
It's got a vignette thing going on
I don't
here.
like it. Like,
And
what was it? Remember we were talking about Titans?
I mean, maybe they're trying to capture that like anime scenery because it is.
No, but fucking Hook did this better. Hook did the scene better. already.
Yeah, but like you also want to give it that classic vibe. I don't know if I agree with the clown because the clown in the show was actually like, why can't I?
Careful with that.
But do you see how like
I'm sensing a little bit of
her
tension.
eyes looked fake? It looked like
I'm sensing.
all of it just looks fake. Like it looks like bad to mediocre cosplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, because the clown was like this big dude in the fucking anime.
Yeah. Now you're Harley Quinn. I
Yeah.
don't get it. That's a more intimidating Sweet Tooth than the fucking Twisted.
Careful with that.
I don't work for you.
I'm sensing a little bit
I mean,
of tension.
I know they're not
bad.
going to do it, but this chick used to have her titties out like all over the place. Like they literally like she was in a bikini like the entire fucking time.
What was her power? Because so in the show they eat fruit and they get power, right? That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what was his is the fucking Luffy is you get the one.
He's like Mr.
Stretchy,
Fantastic, basically. Yeah.
And then the green guy, he what is his thing? Rorono. Wait, I know one of them.
I mean, there's so many.
There's
but,
one dude that like his whole thing is fire, and he's.
But yeah, like Nami's literally.
I don't see. It's just zero boobies. You're a liar.
There's a lot of boobies in this show.
Oh, I have seen this character before.
I guess though, like the joke is that like every season she would lose more clothes and her boobs would get bigger. So that was kind of like the joke.
See, but that's not a joke. That's the animators going like, "Hey, what's successful?"
That's
boobs.
I mean, that's anime.
More
right?
boobs.
Yeah.
Needs more boobs.
But
and then then they make a show and they go, you know what? No boobs.
No boobs.
No boobs. Boobs are bad.
But
is it
where's
Shanks?
the
I
clown?
think Shanks is the guy I'm talking about.
Shanks.
Is he the fire guy? No, that's not him. It's a dude that has like a hat. He has like a fucking what do you call it? Like a desperado kind of hat. That guy looks cool.
Kaido's like the king. Where's the clown guy? Actually, if we had Tiana on here or Tyrone, they could help us.
Yeah, they I was talking to T and she said that her and Tyrone talk about this like week to week. Like that's bullshit that this happened in this one.
Is it Blackbeard you're thinking of?
No, but that guy looks cool. Bro, if me and you fusion danced, that's fucking us, dude. That's the collective us. That's my dental structure. Your hair, my gut. Dude, that's our wrestling character.
A lot of
Holy
them are.
shit.
They're just like wrestling personalities. Like, look at this fucking dude. Like, for real?
He's like strong, dude. I like his fucking stockings. That guy's cool. I like the big arms. Remember that Ludacris video? You don't know me like that.
Yeah. Get back.
Yeah.
He got some big shoes to fill, man. That's the thing. Is just I don't have much faith. I don't have much faith for
That looked so like that.
it
Seriously
Buggy?
looked very bad.
Yeah, it was Buggy.
Buggy's the clown. The clown.
Yeah. Oh, he's not.
He's not that big.
He's not that big.
Well, it's I don't know. It's inconsistent.
Cause his body part he could come apart. Like piece of his body could come apart. That was his.
Oh, that's his thing.
Yeah, that was his thing. Is like his. You couldn't cut off his limbs, basically. Like.
Which is ironic because he has knives.
Yeah.
So you can't.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, but look at that top left one. Like he's fucking huge.
I want to say he grows at one point, or I could be mistaken. But this is the show version. That versus that versus that versus.
I mean, he looks crazy. That's sure. Oh God, that looks so bad.
I wonder if he returns in the show. I don't know. I've only watched like the first 2 seasons, so I'm not sure what to expect. But everybody who's like caught up on this shit.
Did you watch it
like,
dubbed or subbed? Because that's a
dubbed.
huge.
Or subbed.
Okay.
Yeah, always subbed. I'd love. I don't mind reading captions. Doesn't.
No,
bother
I don't
me,
mind reading captions either. But it's super weird. I watched dubbed with caption.
Well, and when it's dubbed, like the translations
they don't.
Aren't one
Especially
for one.
the pervy jokes.
Yeah.
And anime has all of the pervy jokes. So it's,
So I definitely prefer watching. Plus, I like the voice acting in Japanese better a lot of times.
Oh, I'm the exact opposite.
Japanese, really?
It's hard to, like, so say like Dragon Ball Z, for instance, right? Vegeta's voice, dope as fuck. Fucking Piccolo. Oh. And then fucking... And then Goku. And like, no. It takes me automatically out.
I disagree, man. I feel like it adds to the essence of it being like an anime. It's just that's how it goes.
No, because then when it's done well, like Dragon Ball Z, remember on Toonami, when he'd be powering up, dude. We fucking watched that on this.
Yeah.
Remember when he fucking
Was
powering
Goku
up?
voiced by a woman?
In the Japanese one, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But actually, the fucking DBZ,
yeah, like in the Japanese,
DBZ
and then
dudes
in
got in
the-
trouble.
Did
you hear about that?
No, what happened?
They got caught saying naughty shit in character.
Really?
Yeah, and those so one of the dudes, I forgot what, I think it was like for Yamcha. It was someone like didn't matter.
Oh God.
But he got canceled for some reason, right? Like I don't remember what the reason was, but it was like during or right after the pandemic. They were like, he said something or did or no. There was people were saying that he was like creepy, like at cons. He would like not do the hover hand. He would and there was some accusations, right? So he got canceled. And then I think it was just a few weeks after, I think he helped release the shit where it was like, oh, y'all want to call me out? Look at this shit. And it was like the dude that did Vegeta and Goku yeah, give it to me raw, Vegeta. And he's like, I'm going to give you the big bang in your asshole. It was super over the top.
Gosh.
Which, I mean, they were just fucking around in the thing. But I think they also said some racist shit too, which is I haven't heard anything out of it in a long time.
Yeah.
Because I think they would have had to cancel the whole cast. You know what I mean?
Sounds. Guys, it's been fun. Thanks for joining us tonight. Little retro action, little road rash action.
Yeah, we'll have look in the next upcoming days. Maybe by Monday we'll have we'll post what our topic for next Thursday is going to be. In between that time, feel free to interject what you'd like if there's something in particular. But until then,
see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Oh, follow us on Instagram at the Smash Bros. Live every Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Hawaiian time, right here on YouTube and on Twitch.
And if you see us in real life, holler at us for some stickers.
Yeah, we got stickers.
Yeah, slaps.
You want to check out our merch? Streamlabs.com/the Smash Bros. T-shirts, mugs, pint glasses, stickers, patches, all kinds of fun stuff.
Livers, kidneys.
And I'll get a button for the Discord because we do have a Discord, and it'd be good to start a community up there too. Yeah. Give your ideas. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about and what you guys want to discuss with us. But until next week.
Adios, muchachos.
Later.